Welcome back, everybody. We're about to kick off A Link to the Past, so I'll be leaving you in the capable hands of Xita.
Hello everyone, it's me again. You've been hearing me for like about 2 hours before. Now you'll be seeing me play a game for like half an hour. I'm joined by Wired Wiki. He'll join me on commentary. We'll talk about BSG. We'll talk about the game. So yeah, let's kick this thing off. Tech, you ready? In a 5, a 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I can show it because I have a wireless. You'll see that I'm mashing 3 buttons. All face buttons actually progress text in this game, so the only reason we're not pressing the X button is because it's the map. It will open the map. It's bad. So yeah, as per usual, we're gonna find out where our uncle went. We'll do Master Sword today, so it's only up until like getting the Master Sword in this game. Saving quitting is allowed in this category instead of not being able to do that. So some of the tricks we wouldn't be showing off, but there are still plenty of cool things to show off.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
And if we're actually good on time wise, then I might have some few things that I can show off. So our uncle apparently can't fight anymore, has a sword and a shield. We get it from him. Cause we are very young. I don't know what the age of Link in this game would be, but
That's fine. If small children of 10 years old can become Pokemon Masters, then this is fine.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
You only have to save the princess. Nothing's bad is gonna happen. But yeah, this game has been shown at BSG for the very first time as a backup. I think we ran either super far ahead of schedule or had a run drop, and we needed something that was like half an hour long, and there were not many good options, so we decided that we'll do this, and that's what I call the poke and spin. Really satisfying thing to get. Because blue guards take actually 3 swords, slashes, or a spin and a slash to die. But yeah, normally I play randomizers. The last thing that I showed off was a co-op randomizer with Wired Wiki, which was, well, fun.
Oh, it's good.
Was a really good run.
Good time, yeah.
So we're gonna attempt the poke and spin in this room again. Here it's a little tougher. Still got it. And yeah, in this category we do pick up the boomerang. I'm more of a 100% runner, and if you do 100%, you skip that boomerang, for the reason that later on you can pick up the red boomerang, which is the upgraded version. But if you pick up this one, you get the red boomerang at the waterfall ferry, which is slow. If I recall correctly, yeah.
Yeah, you need to go to the waterfall ferry and then throw in your boomerang to get it upgraded. True.
And ball and chain guard is done. And we pick up the lamp, and now Zelda is gonna talk to us like, I can't read Japanese, but as far as I remember, it's like, come on, you need to save me. I know a sacred passageway. It's right behind the thrones. But yeah, A Link to the Past has been shown at BSG multiple times. I think 7 since once did a any percent no major glitches run of the game. I've done like multiple versions of randomizers. The very first one was at Annual 2017 with Cruel. It was a race. And I want to say my good friend, but it's more like the guy that tends to, bully me a lot, Yume Tsubasa, and Darkuko were the commentator for that one. And Cruel made I want to say, a small mistake. So Cruel reached out to the community like, hey, we need, like, a seed for this marathon we're doing. This is our estimate. This is roughly our skill level. So what they did was, the guy that sent him seeds sent him 3 different seeds, like a quote-unquote easy one, a, middle one, and a harder one. Cruel accidentally picked the harder one whilst going for the easy one. So, you know, we're playing the game. At some point, I only had Master Sword. I was like, yeah, you know, I'll have to do with this. Master Sword being level 2 sword, Gold Sword being level 4 and maximum level of sword. So Master Sword is by far not the strongest. We get to Trinax. We defeat Trinax with the Master Sword. We both had to do our very first silverless Master Sword Ganon live there. I mean, for me it was definitely my first. I think Cruel may have done one before that, but yeah. He didn't actually know. It was an honest mistake from his end. They didn't label them as easy, hard, and middle. It's just they just sent 3 and said, like, it's an easy, a middle, and a hard one. We discovered, like, afterwards that we played the harder one. And both of us forgot a sword upgrade somewhere. I mean, I lost that race, but I'm still proud of doing that Master Sword Silverless Ganon there.
I mean, that's the best way to learn it, honestly.
Yeah.
Put up right on the spot. Okay, you have no silvers, you're not gonna go for a sword upgrade. Hey, good luck with it. Yo.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know where it is and you're in a race, so...
Yeah.
You have no choice but to keep on going.
I mean, you do have a choice, but you don't want to.
That's true. And then, I believe at Annual 2018, I didn't run, Zelda. Maybe as a backup at some point, but not entirely sure. At 19, we have the, very infamous, very hard to set up kinda race thing. I think most people remember that were watching back then.
That was the multi-world, right?
That was the it was
the combo randomizer.
It was the combo randomizer with like the co-op version. So Yume and Ash together and me and Box together. That entire setup was
interesting.
It was interesting. I think it took 1.5 hours, and I was at the point of like, oh, I don't really want to continue anymore. You know, at least not quote-unquote continue. It's more like, let's make it a solo run because this is taking way too long.
Yes. So here you saw Xita take the Sanctuary Heart. That's not required, but it gives you an extra heart, so you might want to get it anyways.
Yeah. If you actually go for top times, you don't.
Yeah, you don't specifically have to get that. It's a nice safety though.
Especially with one of the tricks in Eastern.
Yeah, I think there's only very few runners. Well, at least for the NMG round, there's only very few runners who don't take it, I believe.
Yeah,
Not
generally,
sure about that,
like,
but...
the top runners don't take it anymore.
Yeah, I don't need it.
And recently, NMG actually got a new world record, so... It's only by a few seconds again, but...
I mean...
It's insanity. This game was thought to be optimized for, like, 7 or 8 years, and then the randos happened and new things got found.
Yeah, there's a couple of new tricks that have been found that are not allowed to run in. I don't think you won't you will even encounter them in Master Sword, but they're not allowed in NMG. They are allowed in randos though, so that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, that's. I think like A Link to the Past has some sort of special spot at BSG, as well. Like. It's a relatively well-known game. Like, most people at least know The Legend of Zelda. They most of the time do know this version as well. So, or at least some know the GBA version, which I still don't recognize as A Link to the Past. But hey, that's me.
Hey, the GBA version is cool.
No, the
Wow,
GBA
you're
version.
awkwardly silent.
No. The
The GBA version had. It's not bad. You hate it because of the crispy sounds and stuff.
It's the if you do a sword slash, you hear Link say "Ha! Ha!" which is literally stolen from Ocarina of Time, which it doesn't fit the game. Besides that, they redid Ice Palace to be completely different. Ice Palace is less of a puzzle, so I don't really like it.
I did really enjoy what they did with the Palace of the Four Swords. That was
yeah, okay, that is amazing. You've shown me that. That's actually a real cool thing.
Yes.
So one of the tricks that we have is coming up. It's a damage boost, and I'm not sure how likely I am to get it with this controller, but We're at least gonna attempt it. If I fail, I'll just do it the vanilla way.
So yeah, so what you usually have to do, I'll talk about it when you're in that room. But what you actually need to do is you need to kill all the enemies, so the anti-fairies will spread across the room, so you can lift the bottle and hit the switch. But you can damage the boost through it, pick up the bottle, and then just hit the switch anyways, while the anti-fairies are still there.
And we pick up some arrows. Because, weirdly enough, we get a bow in this place. Who could have known? So, in general fashion of Zelda, whenever you get an item in a dungeon, you'll be using it to progress. Okay, this is getting scary.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
That's not what I was. Oh boy. Yeah, I am fine. I am not fine. Oh, damn it.
Did you just die?
Yeah, I just died. Yeah, this is costing me minutes. And only because that one room didn't go as planned. Okay, I'm happy that I set my estimate to what it is.
It's alright, you just want more time to talk about BSG, don't you?
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. But yeah, I mean, we did that combo randomizer at Animal 19. I did a backup. I did this run actually at Animal 20 as a backup. Because all of a sudden we were like super far ahead. And Cruel is correcting me that Ice Palace is the same if you bomb jump, but bomb jumping is no longer cool, Cruel.
Yeah, you haven't seen the new trick yet. Maybe you have.
Yeah, I think he has, but I hope I'll have time to show it off. I probably won't because I died already.
Oh, that trick is so good. That's actually a trick that has been known for years.
Yeah.
But they never thought it was actually
humanly
doable
possible.
RTA, yeah.
Oh, he has seen it. No, I haven't soft lock M3. I have died. That's worse.
No, but for the longest time they thought it was Taz only until they found a setup that actually works, and it's pretty consistent, honestly.
So yeah, this is the smallest factor of RNG in this room. What even? Okay. What the? Okay. That wasn't input that got eaten, but it's fine. Yeah, let's quickly pick up a bit more arrows. I have been practicing this boss before I got live, so... Okay, one shot too many, it's not too bad. Still a relatively quick kill. What? Okay. And that's the first dungeon. Let's just pray that the rest of the run goes according to plan.
Yeah, so to explain a little bit about the quick kill, all those Armos Knights take up to 3 arrows before they die. And if there's only one remaining, if you wait too long, it will turn red, because it's the last one, but it will also regain its health. So if you make sure that you hit, like, what I usually do is I hit the, what you saw Xita doing, killing the first two. Only with the second one, don't kill it, but just shoot 2 arrows and then shoot everything else. And if you time it correctly, you can kill it before it turns red, so it's like, quote-unquote, a quick kill. It's like a couple of seconds faster.
Okay, so we're now gonna get the book, because else we can go to Desert Palace.
Yeah, the game is now playable because we have boots.
Yes. All of a sudden, this game is no longer slow. I'll attempt to show off spin speed already, but not sure if I'm making it.
Spin speed is pretty interesting. It's I believe it's a 1.0 exclusive glitch.
So yeah,
glitch bug, exploit, whatever. But yeah, what you're gonna see on the screen, Xita's gonna walk on the stairs and then do a spin, and while he spins, he
Yeah.
actually firmly presses a dash, and if done correctly,
Which I
well,
didn't.
right here, if done correctly, you will actually activate speed spin, so it will think you are dashing even though you're not, and you will be walking really fast.
Yeah, if you get it like first try there, it's actually faster. If you have to redo it like 2 or 3 times, it's already slower. So
Yeah.
that's why I opted out. I'll try it again once we get to the mountain.
Yeah, there's a couple of setups you can do. There's one, the one you saw Xita do is actually like underneath the stairs. There's also a setup where you're on the stairs,
Yeah.
which that is for me personally the setup I prefer, because I feel like I have more success with that. But it's up in the air. It's hit or miss if what works for you.
Yeah. So yeah, we're now in the desert area. Let me switch to Duke already.
But yeah, since we need to wait a little bit out
Yeah.
here on the thing, anyways. What is your best moment of BSG? Like, it doesn't have to be your run related. Anyone else's run, maybe something on the background, backstage, stuff like that. What is your
Oh, so many.
best experience?
So many, man. I think one of the most fun things we had was during the first 2 animal events. We had campfires, and those were really nice. Just, you know, sitting around the campfire, just talking, singing, whatever, you know. We had so much fun back then. I remember, like, one evening, like, a whole group of, you know, people were just sitting there, and I think we put on, like, some Disney songs, and all of a sudden everyone was singing along, and that kind of stuff is just... it's kind of nice. So, yay, we're almost getting our Vicky. Why am I taking hits that I shouldn't take? This is,
It's all RNG manipulation.
yeah. I'll get perfect RNG on Landmos, right? Yeah, so Landmolas is the boss of this dungeon, and they take 4 arrows each, or I think it's 8 spins. But only like the first set of positions where they appear is set in stone. After that, it's completely random. So you either have to be really lucky, or, you know, just have wonderful bow skills. And I'm not a Legolas, so I'll mess it up. I have proven that in the past. I of course attempted and tried to go for quote-unquote safety. I believe the last time I ran this, I died on Landmos, so...
Oof. I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, I think this is one of the bosses that is the hardest to optimize.
For NMG runs, this is by far the
Yeah.
hardest boss, yeah.
It's not the hardest boss to kill, but it's to be quick at it, basically.
Okay. That was a missed input. This is bad.
Yeah, it happens.
I tried to dash upward, because if you dash upward and you dash correctly, you can dash through that door, opening it with the key and keep your momentum. But yeah, it's a pixel perfect.
Usually when you bonk into a door with a keyhole, you would like, or you would run to it, you bonk away from the door. But if you have a specific setup, you can actually dash through it without bonking. It's kind of a nifty setup.
I'll go in with 15 arrows. If we get the kill with the arrows, it's fine, else it's whatever. We won't be needing arrows that much either, so... So the start of this is actually, you know, run in, bonk, turn. Holy.
At least the first hit was good.
Yeah, the first hit was good, after that it was... meh.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Lineup is kind of weird.
I know, right?
To be fair, yeah.
It's Landmos in a nutshell.
That's a nice double there. It's alright. It's not the worst fight so far.
So what you see is that when they come up, they throw some rubble around, and as soon as 2 of them are dead, the last one will throw like additional pieces of rubble around, so you can't actually have a safe spot anymore, which is bad, but
there is still a safe spot, but it's nifty.
yeah, it's way more nifty than normally.
Yeah, she usually only shoots 4 projectiles, and I believe they're all diagonal.
Yeah.
And when the last one, it also shoots horizontal and vertically, so it shoots 8 projectiles instead of 4.
So now I am actually going to spawn at Sanctuary.
Yeah, this is something you are not allowed to do in NMG. In NMG, save and quit is not allowed. Also, death warping is not allowed.
No.
As well.
I mean, if you die, you die. That's you know. They don't punish you for that, but actual death warping to go faster is bad. That they don't allow.
But that's kind of weird because for most of the run you will have a mirror anyways, and it's way faster than death warping.
Yeah, I mean,
It's kind of weird. I don't know why the rules are that way, but they probably have a reason for it.
I mean, I have never had an issue with getting a run accepted in which I died because hey, I think my very first PPs had deaths on our very favorite Helmasaur.
Yes.
Helmasaur is like the first boss you fight in the Dark World, and it's a significant, you know, increase in power.
It's a significant run killer, especially in a speedrun, because you're missing a lot of equipment.
Yep.
That you would get in a casual playthrough.
People would generally have more hearts. I mean, I'm going in with 6. Normally you have like 7. Well, you can get in the speedrun you can get 7 if you do 100%. I think if you really want on a casual playthrough, you can get like 8 or 9 already.
Way more.
Oh, again, not got it. It's not too bad. Oh, cabbages.
Cabbages.
Yeah, those falling rocks are not my friends.
Well, you have a couple of tries now in this there.
And now I got it. So I can
Nice.
press the button for my sword slash, but I won't get it. And as you can see, we go really fast now.
Yeah. And then,
yeah.
if you're walking up the stairs and your sword, you cannot activate your sword, you know you have to set up for, what was it called again?
Spin speed, yeah.
Spin speed, thank you.
Or super speed, I think it has multiple names.
Yeah. I would say spin speed.
So I just need to remember, I don't need the big chest in this dungeon.
Yeah. That's also a significant difference.
So what Wiki was talking about, like, you have a mirror, so it doesn't matter. That's because of this. If I press the mirror, I go back to the start of the dungeon.
Yeah, so it's weird that death warping is not allowed, because this is way faster than killing yourself, getting over, to the game over screen, stuff like that. But, once again, I don't make the rules.
Am I gonna...
It's fine.
I don't even know if a coffee break is allowed, but...
It is. Coffee break is allowed.
There we go.
Yeah, so what happens here is because Link is actually inside of the tiles that just inside of the packs that just went up. The game doesn't really know where to place it, so it'll stay in invincible state until he's back on regular tiles again.
Which makes this room a lot easier to cover.
Huh? The game is like, you're not on a regular tile, there's something, you're stuck in something, and then you just don't take damage. Avoid over. Fair, I see how that works. I think that's...
So, speaking of death warping...
Yeah, what you're about to do is not allowed.
Normally it's not allowed, but... Oh no! I accidentally walked into the skeletons twice! I am such an idiot!
Yeah, so in NMG this is not allowed.
No. In NMG you actually have to mirror there, but it's... Yeah. I'm not even sure if it's allowed in Master Sword per se, but... You need to kill all 3 of those.
There's some setups for this one.
I even picked up the bomb, so I could technically pick up the Moon Pearl for no reason at all.
Yeah, so the reason we don't pick up the Moon Pearl is the Moon Pearl is actually needed to go to the Dark World. But this is a Master Sword run. We don't have to go to the Dark World. Well, except for the only part right before this dungeon.
Entering this dungeon, yeah.
Yeah, where we need the mirror to advance. But yeah, you don't need the Moon Pearl in this category, so you don't have to get it.
So right before I went up, I switched the colored packs to like be red down, which I did to make sure that I can heal if I fail this boss. This is everyone's favorite boss. He is known as a troll, and of course he starts out with that.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun.
That's Trolldorm in a nutshell.
Okay, so you need, I believe 6 hits.
Yes. He only needs 1 to get me off if he wants to.
Yep.
And after 5, you get that. He gains an immense amount of speed.
Yep.
Oh, okay. We're still way into range.
Not bad. Not bad. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean we're way into it. Way on phase. It's not gonna be a. Okay, so yeah, as Murphy is mentioning, intended game mechanics working as intended. Trust me, you'll see some stuff soon enough. I mean, we're gonna go 9 minutes underestimate, so. I have some time to show off some fun stuff. One of them is like a 3-minute version of this game. The other stuff is just fun stuff. I'll be switching quickly between this ROM and the practice ROM. The practice ROM is mainly for, you know, practice, but it has some presets that you can quickly warp between spots, which is very helpful. So yeah, it's time to go pull our pedestal, or oh yeah, well, we are gonna pull the pedestal.
Yeah.
But that has the Master Sword now. It's normally, yeah.
You're not used to this when you have played Rando a lot.
Yep.
Because in Rando you want to avoid pulling the pedestal, because needing to pull the pedestal means you have to do 3 additional dungeons.
Yeah, in Rando as it is. So yeah, get ready on time. Time.
GG's.
It's just barely over 26 minutes. Okay, that's acceptable. But yeah, we won't get credit, so I'm quickly gonna actually swap to the other ROM. I even called it LTTP practice ROM because, you know,
It is a practice ROM?
it is a practice ROM. So what should we show off first?
Well, that's up to you.
Okay, let me first, you know, show off one of the fun things. So we go back on the mountain. This time I'm gonna quickly change my equipment already.
Oh, you're gonna do a Hera clip.
I already have a Moon Pearl now, because I don't want to go through it, and I have a hookshot. Because that pin speed we can also achieve by using the hookshot.
Yeah, I think they didn't call it hook speed.
No.
But it's the same thing. It's the same.
It's the same state. I jump off the mountain. This is an overworld glitch, and all of a sudden I am in the same dungeon I was into. Funny enough, and that's why I selected the Moon Pearl as well. You can do the same trick, but in the Dark World. So, just for people to confirm, I'll show. Hi, that is Ganon's tower right there. It is closed. You need 7 crystals for that to enter. I have 2 pendants. I have 0 crystals. Yet I am gonna enter, because this game is totally not duct taped together. It's completely fine. It's really good design.
Oh, it's all intended. Don't worry about it.
No, That's good. Hello?
Uh-oh.
Nah, this is fine.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. And all of a sudden, we are in Ganon's tower. We can't really get out though. So we're stuck now. So that's why I grabbed this ROM. Let's go to Turtle Rock. So I'll start at the entrance. Normally, this is the entrance. You go through it. It's a pretty long dungeon. It's one of the longer dungeons. It's super linear. But, you know, there's another way to get in there.
Yeah, I want to give you more information about how he does it, but the problem is I have no idea how clipping works. Oh, there's your mushroom, your glitched mushroom again.
Oh yeah. I wonder if this is... Yeah, we just discovered that for some reason we have a glitched mushroom in our inventory, but we can jump down this ledge, and all of a sudden, we're like halfway through. And if you would actually end up here without a hookshot or, you know, the Gate of Samaria, you can actually clip through that rail.
Yeah, do it.
What's another one that I can quickly show off? How much time did I have left? A few minutes, I think. I'll first do the actual normal run. Like, I'll go to Link's Bat. You know, this is basically the start of the game as we know it. But now I'm gonna show you that it's possible to do this in like 3 minutes. I don't know why the text is... Like, you can't even see that I'm pressing buttons. The controller display up there has been done by the developers of this ROM to see what you press at what times. But yeah, we're without equipment now. It's raining a lot. Let's see if we can actually save the world faster.
Well, it's still it's still raining.
It's still raining.
Gives it interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting little run. There is a faster way, but I have looked it up. It requires you to do like a series of 1 pixel inputs. And those 1 pixel inputs are you know, not fun. It's just not fun to do. It's like a series of 1 pixel inputs. You can buffer them, but it's still like super difficult. But after this, I want chat to help me out, because did you guys know that Link in A Legend of Zelda actually has a last name? And Sniper Wave helped me discover this. Big shoutouts to him. But yeah, Link actually has a last name, and not everyone knows this. But I'll show you after I've shown you how to do this game in 3 minutes. I'll also be like the end of the run when I show you that. Yep, Sniper. I already see people being like, huh? Yes. So, as long as I don't get hit, this will be fine. It is really important not to get hit. If you get hit, your state goes back. Because I save and quit whilst in the air. Link is in a weird state and the game doesn't really know what to do with you, so I'm gonna draw attention from this guard. I'm hugging this spot. And all of a sudden I'm in the wall. I don't know why my camera shifted there a little. Look, there's Link. Oh yeah,
so Link is now on the bottom layer.
Yeah, I'm quickly gonna...
whatever reason.
I'm gonna forgo that trick because it failed. For some reason my controller is drifting left, so...
Okay.
I'm not sure why, but
so yeah. Here is if we would have seen it like finished, this would be what happened. So with that glitch, it's called the exploration glitch because you can explore the whole map. With that glitch, you could straight go to the Triforce room. So you can collect the Triforce. You don't even have to beat Ganon. You'll see him there. You say hi, bye, and then you just walk to the Triforce room. And so you're in like the cutscene trigger for the Triforce. How that works is that the whole, like all dungeons are all together on one specific map. Like they're all linked together on one map.
Yeah.
So you can just walk across all the rooms of every dungeon if you do it correctly.
Link's name is not actually Zelda. And I did hear something that's called fake flippers. I was swimming without actually having flippers. I got hit, so I got placed back onto the land. And if I press a directional button now, Link will turn into his favorite, you know, cousin. This is Link Jackson, cousin of Michael Jackson. And this will keep on going. I can press all the buttons I want. Nothing is responding besides the menu of the practice ROM. And with that, you know, this has been something we've shown off at, like, I think a bazillion external events now, like Dutch Comic Cons. Some people might remember this from a marathon where I actually tried to do this trick and it failed. But with that, I'm gonna add this.
To briefly explain what actually happened, because of fake flippers, he jumps in the water and then screen transitions. Because when you jump in the water, you have like one frame in which you can swim before it puts you back on the land. But because you screen transition, the game now thinks that you actually have the flippers because you transitioned from the screen. So it will think you have flippers so you can swim. But then, because you get hit, it will place you back on the land as it would. Because if you get hit, you jump out of the water and go back again. Mm-hmm. So then it puts you back on the land. but because you're on a screen that you were not on when you were on land because you screen transitioned in the water, the game doesn't know what to do when you want to screen transition because you were not on that spot when you jumped in the water.
And this is basically quote unquote.
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, this is basically a quote unquote safety.
Yeah.
And this will loop forever. I mean, we've put this on for like half a day at an event. And as Sniper states in chat as well, like, people that don't know this joke, if you see it, people will still, you know, laugh their asses off. People like this. But I think with that, my time is up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of this marathon. I know we've got some really solid runs after this. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you for joining me, Ricky.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for showing us off.
Alright, well thank you very much for that entertaining run and showcasing some of the fun glitches. Don't go anywhere because after the break I will be interviewing Xita, so we will see you in a little bit.